Do you know why most people never get anywhere? Because they get stuck on the first step. Fear, uncertainty, excuses, everything feels like an insurmountable wall. Have you noticed how days go by and nothing changes? How many times have you promised yourself this time will be different, but deep down nothing happens? The harsh truth, time doesn't forgive. And while you wait for the perfect moment, life keeps slipping through your fingers. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The longer you wait, the deeper you sink. Frustrating, isn't it? The feeling of going in circles, watching opportunities pass by, yet unable to act. You feel like you're always in the same place while others move forward. And the worst part? The more you think about it, the harder it gets to take that first step. But let me tell you something, everyone at the top today faced this exact same barrier. The difference? They acted even without certainty. You're not alone in this. Thousands of people go through this every day, but only a few choose to break free from this invisible prison. Here's the secret, you don't need to be ready. You just need to start. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a reality you never imagined possible. Imagine how your life could be a year from now if you take action today. And the best part? Small daily steps can break down this barrier right now. So tell me, what's holding you back? It's time to break through this barrier, stop waiting, and finally transform your life. And what nobody tells you about it, you're about to find out. If you stick around until the end, you'll understand how to overcome this barrier once and for all. Are you ready? Have you ever felt trapped in a dead-end routine? Days go by, everything seems under control, no risks, no major changes. Life feels comfortable, but deep down there's that nagging feeling that something is wrong. The comfort zone is like that, an invisible prison. No bars, no chains, but it keeps you stuck while time keeps moving. It's like quicksand. The longer you wait, the harder it is to get out. The scariest part? The key has always been in your hands, but you choose not to use it, and that's how days turn into months, and months into years. The job that pays the bills but drains you inside. The dream shelved because it's easier to keep things the way they are. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but that tomorrow never comes? You look back and realize you're in the exact same place you were a year ago, and that realization hurts, because deep down, you know you're capable of more. But the question is, how long will you settle for less than you deserve? But what if I told you that everything could change? That you don't need to be 100% ready, that you don't need all the answers. All you need is to take a small step. Because, think about it, nobody at the top today started knowing everything. They took the first step even while trembling, even while doubting. And that's what separates those who live by excuses from those who live by results. Small daily actions can be the force that pulls you out of this invisible prison and puts you on the path to real transformation. So tell me, what is your biggest barrier today? What's stopping you from stepping out of your comfort zone and taking that first step? Every passing day is a choice. Stay trapped in the false sense of security or leap into the unknown in pursuit of the life you truly want. Comfort feels good now, but in 5 years, will it still feel the same? What hurts more? The fear of starting or the regret of never trying? If you've made it this far, it's more than time to act. And if you want to know how to break this barrier once and for all, keep watching. Fear is never real. It lives only in your mind. It creeps into every thought, whispers in your ear, and makes you believe you're not capable. How many times have you found yourself frozen in front of an opportunity because you thought, what if I fail? Fear loves to tell scary stories that never actually happen, but it still dominates you, blocks you, and steals your dreams. It convinces you to quit before you even try. And meanwhile, life goes on without waiting for you. And so you become a hostage to a future that never happens. How many opportunities have you missed because of the fear of failure, rejection, or criticism? How many times have you watched others achieve what you wanted while you stayed stuck in uncertainty? It's frustrating to realize that the only real obstacle is yourself. Time passes, and in the end, there's only one question left. What if I had tried? The truth is, fear only has power if you let it. But what if you could turn the tables now? Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting despite it. Every small step you take weakens this illusion and brings you closer to the life you want. Every big dream once started as just an idea surrounded by doubts. But what separates those who move forward from those who stay behind is action. Now tell me, what fear is holding you back today? Is it really worth the price of giving up on your dreams? Or is it time to take control? Fear will always be there, but so will the choice to act. What will define your life from now on is the choice you make today. If you want to learn how to overcome these blocks and finally break free from paralysis, keep watching. There's so much more waiting for you on the other side of action. Have you ever thought about how heavy your excuses are? Every time you say, it's not the right time, I don't have time, or I don't know where to start, you're actually adding another brick to the wall that separates you from your dreams. And the worst part, you convince yourself you're right, that these excuses are justified. But the truth is, the excuses you create are heavier than any effort needed to take action. Those who truly want something find a way. Those who don't find excuses. Now think, how many amazing opportunities have you missed simply because you chose the easy way out? Excuses offer temporary relief but come at a huge price, years of a mediocre life. While you're waiting for the perfect moment, others with less time, less money, and less experience are out there achieving everything you want. Have you ever wondered why some people make it and you don't? Because they chose to act while you chose to wait. And the worst part, time waits for no one. But here's the truth that can change everything. You don't need to be ready to start. Small daily actions, even if imperfect, are far more powerful than well-crafted excuses. Each time you take a step, no matter how small, the weight of excuses lightens. And that's the difference between those who live off dreams and those who live off results. Action always beats inertia. So today, try something new. Identify one excuse that's been holding you back and replace it with an action, no matter how small. You'll be surprised by what can happen. So tell me, what's stopping you from acting now? What will you choose to carry today? The weight of excuses or the power of action? Time will pass anyway, but the decision to do something about it is in your hands. The life you want is just beyond your comfort zone. If you want to know how to turn excuses into real results, keep watching. And tell me in the comments, what excuse will you leave behind today? Everyone has good days. But what about the bad ones? On easy days, motivation flows naturally, energy is there, and things go smoothly. But it's on the tough days that real success is built. It's those moments when everything seems to go against you, when exhaustion weighs you down, when the urge to quit becomes unbearable. That's when most people give up. And do you know what separates those who make it from those who don't? The ability to keep going even when everything screams to stop. And it's precisely in those moments that you build your greatness. Think about all the times you quit because you were tired, unmotivated, or frustrated. Those days when you told yourself, not today, I'll try again tomorrow. But that tomorrow turns into a week, then a month. And before you know it, you're still in the same place. The difference between those who achieve and those who give up isn't talent. It's persistence on the hardest days. Champions don't stop when they're tired, they stop when they're done. And tell me, how many times have you thought about quitting but decided to push forward? Share your story in the comments and inspire others. But here's the truth, tough days are an opportunity to build the discipline you need to win. Every obstacle you overcome strengthens your character, your resilience, and your determination. And when you choose to move forward despite difficulties, you're building an unshakable mindset. Don't wait for good days to act. Start today, even when everything seems to be working against you. So what will you do when tough days come? Will you give in to pressure and wait for an easier time? Or will you face challenges head on? Knowing that every effort, every pain, and every sacrifice is shaping you into the person you want to be. Remember, what you do on tough days defines who you'll be on victorious ones. And if you want to learn how to develop an unshakable mindset to overcome any challenge, keep watching. Time will pass no matter what. A year from now, you'll look back and ask yourself, what if I had started today? Life boils down to one choice. Stay stuck in excuses, fear, and procrastination, or take the first step, even without guarantees. No one will do it for you. Every day you stay still is another day lost in achieving what you desire. Just like a seed needs to be planted before it can grow, your future depends on the action you take now. Everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. Tough days will come, doubts will arise, but in those moments, you need to remember why you started. Great achievements are born from the resilience of those who dare to face difficulties. Choose today to take the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen. Start by writing in the comments what simple action you will take today to break out of inertia. This could be the first step toward real change. So tell me, are you ready for the next level? Life will never wait until you feel ready. What you do now defines who you will be in the future. And if you want to learn how to turn challenges into opportunities, watch the next video waiting for you now. Because life only changes for those who take action.